Congratulations, you just got paid. But wait, before you start dreaming about that shopping spree, let me show you something shocking. I have talked to people making more than £100,000 per year who still feel broke by month end. Here is the interesting part though. It's not about how much they make, it's about what they do with their money in the first 24 hours after getting paid. In this video, I'm going to show you my exact payday routine that transformed me from constantly checking my balance to building a £40,000 stocks and shares ISA portfolio in the UK over the last 2 years. And the best part, this works whether you make £2,000 or £10,000 a month. In this video, you will discover the exact steps to automate your wealth building, how to make your money work harder than you do, and the biggest payday mistake that keeps people broke and how to avoid it. Let me tell you a quick story that changed everything for me. 6 months into my NHS job, I was casually chatting with a colleague about pensions. He asked me what percentage I was contributing for my pensions. When I checked my payslip properly for the first time, my heart sank. The numbers were completely wrong. Look, checking your payslip isn't at the top of your priorities when you start getting paid. But here is the thing. This 5-minute check could literally save you thousands over time. And I am not exaggerating. Let me show you exactly what happened to me. Pull up your payslip right now. Seriously, pause this video and grab it. Here is what most people completely miss. First, look at your basic pay. Sounds obvious, right? But I have seen countless cases where overtime or locum hours just vanished. This is your money disappearing because nobody checked. And this is where it gets interesting. Check your pensions contribution every month. In my case, they were deducting the wrong percentage. Instead of 9.3% that I signed up for, they were taking 12.5%. That's an extra £200 every single month going missing from my paycheck. But wait, it gets better. Your tax code, that weird combination of numbers and letters at the top of your payslip, get this wrong and you could be paying hundreds more in tax than you need to. The most common one is 1257L. But if yours is different, you might want to check it properly or give HMRC a quick call. Now here is why this matters so much. That £200 monthly error I caught, that wasn't just £200. Over a year, that's £2,400. But it gets worse. If I hadn't caught it, that error would have continued year after year. 5 years, that's £12,000 gone. And that's not even counting the compound interest I could have earned investing that money. Think about it. Most people spend hours comparing prices to save few pounds here and there on their groceries, but they won't spend even 5 minutes to check if they are getting paid correctly or not. But here is the thing. Catching payslip errors is just the beginning. Once you know you are getting paid correctly, the next step is absolutely crucial. I am about to show you a money filter system that completely transformed how I manage my finances. Think of your current account like an email inbox. You wouldn't keep all your emails in one folder, right? You filter them. Important stuff, junk emails, things to do later, etc. Your money needs the same exact treatment. I call this the money filter system. And it's ridiculously simple but incredibly powerful. Here is exactly how I set this up. I am going to explain it to you step by step. First, you need 3 main accounts. I use a Santander account for my spending, Halifax account for my savings, and First Direct account to pay my bills. These accounts make automation super easy and they don't charge high fees, so I prefer these banks. Let me explain how this system works. Your salary lands in your main current account. Step 2 is immediately it gets split like this. 50% goes to your bills account. This covers your rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, all the boring but essential stuff. 30% goes to your spending account. This is your guilt-free spending money. You can use this for shopping, eating out, buying fancy stuff, whatever makes you happy. And 20% goes straight to your wealth building account. This is where the magic happens. Savings, investments, and pay your future self. But here is the clever part, and this is something I learned the hard smart way. You want to set up this transfers to happen automatically the day after you get paid, because sometimes payroll can be delayed and you don't want your automatic transfers. Now you might be thinking, can't I just keep track of this in my head? Trust me, I tried that. Here is what happens. You start the month with good intentions, but then you see this big chunk of money in your account and suddenly that Amazon purchase or the Shein dress doesn't seem so bad. Next thing you know, you are looking at an empty bank account in the last week of the month waiting for your salary to hit your bank account. Now let me give you a real life example. 2 years back, my take home salary was something around £3,200 a month. Within 24 hours, it was automatically split like this: £1,600 to bills account, that is 50%, £960 to spending account, £640 to wealth building account. And here is the beautiful part. I haven't missed a bill payment in last 2 years. My savings are growing automatically and I never feel guilty about spending my money because I know all the important stuff is being taken care of. Now that your money filter system is running smoothly, let me show you the most exciting part: turning your 20% savings into a genuine wealth building machine. Look, wealth building isn't about working more extra hours or waiting for a big promotion. It's about making your money work harder than you do. I'm going to show you my exact system that turned my salary into a 39,500 investment portfolio. And here is the best part. It's completely tax-free within my stocks and shares ISA account. Here is my exact wealth building system. Step 1 is build a emergency fund first. Before we talk about investing, you need your emergency fund. If you are employed, 3 to 6 months should be enough. If you are self-employed or doing a business, then better you do 6 to 12 months of your expenses. Keep this money in an easy access savings account and only use this for emergency situations like job loss or some medical emergencies. Once your emergency fund is sorted, here is how I split every pound of that 20% wealth building money. This goes into my Invest Engine account every week. Why Invest Engine? It gives me 0 platform fees for do-it-yourself investor. And this is a tax-free wrapper where the capital gains are not taxed. If you want to learn more about the Invest Engine platform, I have created a detailed step-by-step tutorial video. Check out the link below in the description. The remaining amount from this money goes to my SIP or workplace pension, which is NHS pension in my case. But here is the crucial part, and this is where most people mess it up. You need to automate all of this. I have my transfer set up for the day after my payday, and I do these transfers every week on a Thursday. I don't need to think about it, no emotional decisions, just consistent wealth building on autopilot mode. Let me put that in perspective. If you invest £500 monthly with 8% returns, then at the end of 1 year, £6,000 becomes £6,300. At the end of year 5, £30,000 becomes £35,800. At the end of year 10, £60,000 becomes £86,500. And at the end of year 20, £120,000 become £247,000. And all of this is happening automatically while you sleep. But there is one thing that could derail this entire wealth building system, and that is high interest debt. And that's exactly what we need to talk about next, because if you don't handle this correctly, it can eat away all your investment returns. Remember when I showed you those 8 to 10% investment returns? Well, if you are paying 20% interest on a credit card debt, you are losing money twice as fast as you are making it. Let me show you what I mean. Here is a shocking statistics. The average UK credit card charges around 24% interest, which is about the average in the UK. You are losing £684 every year just in interest. That's like taking your monthly overtime pay and setting it on fire. But don't worry, I'm going to show you exactly how to fix this. Let me break down the exact system I use to crush high interest debt. Step 1, the debt audit, which means pull out your phone right now and list every debt you have. This could be credit card debt, which is usually 20 to 30%. It could be personal loan, typically 7 to 15%. It could be student loan, or it could be your mortgage, which is around 4 to 5%. Step 2 is choose your strategy. I am going to show you 2 proven methods and tell you exactly which one you should pick based on your situation. The first method is avalanche method. This is best for saving money. You have to list debt by interest rate, the highest at the top. You pay off minimum on everything and you put all extra money on the highest interest debt. Once the highest one is cleared, move on to the next. This method saves the most money mathematically. The second method is the snowball method, which is best for motivation. Here again, you list the debt by balance and the smallest should be on top. Pay the minimum on everything but clear the smallest debt first. This approach builds momentum through quick wins. It's better if you need psychological wins. Here is the truth. The avalanche method saves more money, but the snowball method keeps you motivated. If you are super disciplined, go for the avalanche method. If you need wins to stay motivated, choose the snowball method. Whatever method you choose, pay off your debt as a priority. Now here is why this is so crucial, and this is something I learned from my own experience. When I first started investing, I was also carrying a credit card balance. I was essentially borrowing money at 22% to invest for 8% to 10% returns. That's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it. But once I cleared my high interest credit card debt, something magical happened. All that money that was going to interest payments, it became rocket fuel for my investments. This is why I'm so passionate about tackling high interest debt first. I use an American Express credit card nowadays for all my spendings and I pay it off by full every month. So credit card helps me save money now rather than bleeding my bank account with high interest charges. Check out the link to Amex card below if you want to save your money on your daily expenses and get cash back on it. Now here is the thing, clearing debt is only half the battle. The real challenge is making sure that you don't slip back into old habits. And that's where my 24-hour rule comes in. And it's completely changed how I think about spending money nowadays. Picture this, you are scrolling your Amazon and you see something amazing on sale. Your fingers hovering over the buy now button. We have all been there. Last year, this exact situation cost me almost £800 on a TV that I didn't need. Here is what I do instead. The rule is simple. For any purchase over £100, add the purchase to your wish list, not to your cart. Wait for 24 hours, and if you still want it after 24 hours and can afford it to buy it twice, buy it. And if you've forgotten about it, you just saved your money. Now you have my complete payday routine, from checking your payslip to automating your wealth building exercise. But here is something crucial which I need to share before you go. Look, I have just shown you a system that helped me build a £39,500 portfolio while working in a full-time job. But here is the truth. Knowing what to do is only half the battle. The other half is actually doing it. Most people will watch this video, think that's interesting, and then do absolutely nothing. Don't be most people. The difference between staying stuck and building real wealth comes down to what you do in the next 24 hours of getting paid. Let's make this super simple. Here are your next steps. Number 1, check your payslip. Number 2, set up your money filter system using your bank accounts. Step 3, automate your investments. And step 4, use the 24-hour rule for your purchases. That's it. 1 hour of work that could change literally your financial future. If you found this video helpful, do 3 quick things. Number 1 is hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Number 2, drop a comment with your biggest payday challenge. I read and respond to every comment. And if you want to see exactly how I built my investment portfolio from scratch, watch this video next, where I break down every single decision I made along the way. Remember, your next payday is coming soon. The only question is, will you let it disappear like all the others, or this will be the month everything changes? This is Dr. Suman helping you build your wealth one step at a time. See you in the next video.